Welcome to the headlines, everybody. I'm Julianna Forlano. Another small, quiet state was in the news for a climate disaster. Earlier this summer, Vermont, who we never hear anything about unless the story is about cheese or opioids, had catastrophic flooding. And then last week, of course, quiet little Hawaii was the site of the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history. In fact, because of what happened in Hawaii, we now have a new weather phenomena, the fire hurricane, which is the term Hawaii Governor Josh Green coined to describe the storm. He said the flames spread at the rate of a mile a minute. For reference, that is almost as fast as Donald Trump's lies go and equally as destructive. In other news, Democrats have woken up and smelled the march of authoritarianism. How do I know this? Well, on Sunday, Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin said the Democrats have put together a report on Donald Trump and his family's corruption and their violation of the emoluments provision of the United States Constitution. That's the one where electeds can't take gifts of any kind from foreign states or any of their representatives. That's right. The Democrats are making a list and checking it twice, and hopefully we've got their nards in a vice. uh, Whatever, it's nice to see the Dems going on the offensive, because especially after how Hunter Biden is being accused so viciously of the exact same crimes that the Trump family did. It's just really nice to see the Dems going on the offensive here. God, Hunter Biden, I just need to say, was never in a position of power. The Trump kids were right up there. So going after Hunter Biden, I think, is just really a low blow, just to go after Biden's ill son. Remember, addiction is an illness. It is a mental disability. That's what addiction is. Biden has already lost one son to cancer. He lost a wife and baby daughter in an accident. Everyone knows about that. Going relentlessly after his one ill son is a disgusting low blow, especially after not being able to prove anything. And it's, the fact is that there's tons of proof, according to the Dems, that the Trump crime family benefited to the tune of billions of dollars. And, this includes Jared, Ivanka, Don Jr., and the other one. They're all guilty as hell, baby. And the evidence shows it. Now, I mean, this is clearly an instance where the Trump campaign, in accusing Hunter Biden of the exact same things that they are actually literally guilty of, they're just taking another page out of the Joseph Goebbels propaganda playbook. Goebbels said, accuse the other of that which you are guilty. And that's exactly what Trump does. It's right out of the authoritarian handbook. Now, the question is, will the MAGAs, who seem to be so aghast at Hunter Biden's accused influence peddling, be equally aghast when they see that Trump does it? No, they will not. But somehow, some way, I think this list is going to help. It could be helpful. And even if it doesn't help stop the march of authoritarianism, it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do usually winds up somehow, some way, in good coming out of it. So anyway, I'm happy that this is happening. Hunter Biden, by the way, is just now facing misdemeanor tax charges and allegations of lying about his drug use when purchasing a gun. That's all that he's up against now. The Washington Post used this as their big headline this week because the trial might coincide with the election. Oh no, the trial might coincide with the election. The trial of a son of the president who is not involved at all in a position of power. Oh, scare me. Lead me into temptation. I need to be fearful all the time, don't I, Washington Post? Here's the thing that got me on that one. The Post reported that instead of reporting the fact that Representative Matt Gaetz, fascist of Florida, Representative Matt Gaetz, called from the stage for the use of violence to achieve the Republican Party's agenda. He was at the Iowa State Fair addressing a crowd standing next to Trump, and his quote is, quote, and I quote, "Only through force do we make change in a corrupt town like Washington, D.C." How very on brand for an accused sexual assaulter of minors. That's very on brand to suggest that they have to use force. And of course, he did this while standing next to, as I said earlier, former president and accused sexual assaulter Donald Trump. And now they want to bring that same grotesque use of force to all of America. Okay. I'm reporting this with some humor, but I do think we need to see this for just exactly how serious a situation it actually is. This is how things start. Bad, bad things. That he is not the first Republican to call for violence, and I doubt he's going to be the last. But of course, the Washington Post didn't think that this was scary enough to put into its top headlines. They're happy to fearmonger about how Hunter Biden's laptop might be on trial at the same time Biden's running for office. But yeah, and the lack of coverage of actually scary things like fascists calling for violence from the political stage, dog whistling and outright saying it is just as insidious to our current culture as Fox News spreading lies. When the paper that people, progressives and people look to for news that actually does a good job on a lot of things doesn't fearmonger on the actual fear-mongering fearful stuff, that is again as that's as bad as propaganda. There. I said it. And that's hopefully why you watch me. Put your comments below. I'm Julianna Forlano. If you like this, I also have a podcast called The Julianna Forlano Show. It comes out on Fridays. You can get it wherever you get podcasts, or if you want to watch the video version, like you're watching this, you can see it on YouTube. Comes out on Fridays on the Political Voices Network, where I wrap the week and talk to smart people about things that they know. I hope you'll join me there. I hope you will join all of us here on the Political Voices, all the great hosts we have here. And I hope that you have a great day. See you in a few. Hi, everybody. Julianna Forlano here for the Political Voices Network. We hope you're enjoying Political Voices and all the content we provide on the daily. Now, there are a few new programs in the wings that are going to launch just in time for election season. If you're able and would like to help us continue bringing you all this content, please help support us by clicking the join button. We're going to have some perks for members, including early video release. You get the information first. Members only chat rooms, live shows, member badges, all the good stuff and more, all coming soon. So click that join button if you can to support us. And rest assured, we will continue to bring you all the great content you have known from the Political Voices Network and more. Thanks so much. See you soon.